picked up a bit. I come and checked down here maybe 2 hours ago to have a look, and it wasn't as windy as this, but hey, I'm down here now, so I might as well just stick to what I'm going to do, and that is I'm going to fish the gullies, because it's big tides at the minute, so this tide's going to go way out of here, and I'm going to fish the inlets of all the sandbanks that are along the beach on these soft plastics kindly given to me by Mike. So the plan today, I'll try and turn around and get away from that wind, is to catch a bass in the size limit and take it home on this lure. I've got another colour to try as well, but yeah, that's my plan anyway. So the tide's dropping, we're about 3.5 hours away from low water, so yeah, I'm gonna get out there, see if we can't get any bass. Well, we're in. Wow, what a run. Whoa. Tell you what, that was a good take. This doesn't feel small, this really doesn't. See where I'm going to land it, try and get it to shore. Cracking first run that took. And this is on the western Sandy Andy in Orange. Oh, it's a nice fish. Just loosen that drag a bit while I'm in close. Hey, that's a nice fish, that. Try and get this one to shore. So the size limit is 50 to 60 centimeters, and I think this one's in that bracket, but it's my first fish of the day. That's a nice fish, that is a nice fish. Yeah, lure back. So yeah, there's the lure it took, Wessex Sandy Andy. So we'll get the tape out on this one. I reckon that's going to be high 50s, that fish. It is 57. So it's not a bad fish, it's a legal fish to take, but I'm probably going to regret this because I wanted one for his tea, but this fish is going to go back because it is my first one of the day. That goes to show that those lures work for you, Mike, and that's what they'll get you. 57. That's a cracking fish. Let's go and get it back. Really healthy size, really heavy. Let's give you a look at him before he goes. Bell to that. Real nice fish. He's ready to go already, that one. Thank you, Mr. Bass. There he goes. That's the way, matey. Right. That's probably a bit risky letting that one go, because all I've had here really is small schoolies. But as I say, I've just got here and I really want to keep fishing, so let's see if we can't get a bigger one. Oh, hopefully I don't regret letting go of that fish. But yeah, I'll give you a closer look at that lure. So that's the Sandy Andy. I think it's Orange Sunburst 22 gram. And yeah, thank you to Mike for that. So yeah, now I'm just waiting for these gullies to empty out so I can get on the far sandbank, and then I'll fish the outlet to them with the tide going out, and hopefully there's a load more fish out there. I really wasn't expecting to get that fish, to be honest with you. It's probably what, 3 foot of water I was fishing in, and that was just a bit further down, but that's gone very shallow now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way out, trying not to get wet, and just where those waves are breaking out there, there's a sandbar, and I'll stand on that, and then I'll fish the inlet, which is just over there, where you can see it gets deeper. But you can see how quick the tide's dropping. I've only been here about 40 minutes, and this whole bank was covered. So yeah, it won't be long till I'm out there and fishing the inlets. So hopefully bring you back to some more fish. Possibly the double, my fingers are crossed. But yeah, we need a 50 to 60 centimetre now after releasing that one. Hopefully a bit later on we'll get another one. But yeah, if I don't, sorry Mike. If you get yourself a set of waders, I'll bring you here, you can get one for yourself. Yeah, let's get myself out there, try and get another one. Right, I managed to make my way out to the sandbank, so you can see how far I've come. I come straight in line with that house. But yeah, it was shallow enough, so I'm going to make my way down that way and see where I've got the most tide flow. Down there it looks like the gully empties out, so that's where I'll be heading. But yeah, you'll see in about an hour's time this will be sand, there won't be any water here. Hopefully I'll bring you back to a fish before then. Ah, we're back in, getting loads and loads of bites, and then suddenly this one just hammered it. Doesn't feel as big as the last one. Yeah, it's about the same, the average sort of stamp that I've been getting from this beach. And these little schoolies, yeah, they like this lure, they really do. Getting terrorized by these things. Ooh. Thank you, Mr. Bass. So as you can see, I've got a vile northwesterly right in my face, and it's that sort of weather that you can get quite wet in. These waves are horrible, but there's fish around, so I'm just casting into the wind, keeping my rod quite high and just twitching it back. And yeah, for 3 or 4 casts there I was getting bites every cast, until that one finally just nailed it. Yeah, you've got to watch these waves when you're out here. It can get quite squally. So yeah, we're on the last 2 hours of the ebb, and that's the tide going out. And yeah, people will say bright conditions, you know, you'll not catch, but I've fished all kinds of conditions. These are uncomfortable to fish in, don't get me wrong, but in my eyes it's worth it. Right, hopefully bring you back to a big one. Ah, we're back in. What I'm finding with these lures is, if I do a straight retrieve, it's been getting little plucks and thing all the time, but if I've been little twitches every now and again, speeding up on the retrieve, and it just entices them to nail it. Another little schoolie. Oh yeah, it's better than not catching fish, isn't it? plenty of these in the sea at the minute. There really is. Yeah, loads of these little baby ones. Beautiful little fish though, aren't they? Look at that with the light on it. Fin perfect. Oh, little mate. Thank you, Mr. Bass. Oh, what is grandma? Well, we're in again. I've switched to a seeker. And this feels like a bit of a better fish, to be honest. But that surf's really getting up. Hence why I put the seeker on. And yeah, this thing absolutely slammed it. See the conditions from when I started to what they are now. Because this tide's going out, we got wind against tide, and they're big tides as well. So I've got some horrible waves coming at me. Well, this is another nice fish, this one. Hey. Right, I'll bring you back when we're on the beach. There you go. Another nice one. On that single hook on the seeker. That's this tuck. Another nice fish. I'm loving it here today. That's number 4 for me today. And I'm gambling again because that's another takeable fish. But I've got another 3, maybe 4 hours to go before I leave. So yeah, this one's going back to swim for another day. Thank you, Mr. Bass. But yeah, there seems to be plenty of fish here today anyway. See if I can't get anything really big. That would be nice. Right, well, we've caught on the seeker. We've caught on the orange. So let's give the natural a go. Same Wessex Sandy Andy, 22 gram, but in what I'd call a sand eel colour. Yeah, let's give that a go. Still a good hour and a half of the tide to go out yet. Yeah, we know that orange works, and it is quite murky, the water, so we'll see if it is the high visibility that the bass are taking, or whether they'll take this as well, because that in the water you can't even see it. Looks just like a sand eel. Well, just to show you that they work, there's a little schoolie next cast. So they just kept the camera rolling. Give me a hell of a scrap at my feet, this one. Slightly bigger than the last one though, which is nice. Well, goes to show it doesn't have to be bright colours in murky conditions. Whoa, that wave. Here's another one. Right, I'll bring you back, hang on. Tell you what, they certainly like the Sandy Andes. A little bit bigger, but still schoolies. Thank you, Mr. Bass. Yeah. Those lures are great. Really are very good. Well, we're back in. and it feels a little bit bigger than the little schoolies that I'm getting. And this fish hit me really close in as well. I can't cast very far with these lures, but I'm not needing to. Every other cast I'm into a fish. So yeah, just to save me battery, because these are only little schoolies really. Wow, look at all the sand eel then. As you can see the size, that's a bit bigger than the other ones. In fact, I might bring that one to shore and just unhook it there. Bring you back, hang on. Tell you what, it's been a while since I had a session like this one. Look at the, you know, the belly on that fish. He'd be full of sand eel. They really are putting some hefty weight on, ready for the winter. Thank you, Mr. Bass. That's number 7. Look at these conditions now. Normally I wouldn't bother, but throwing these things into all this, yeah, really good. But I tell you what, there's a lot of fish on this beach tonight. Every other cast I'm into them. And they're not tiny either, which is nice. But these Wessex Sandy Andes, I tell you what, they're a cracking lure. That's another nice fish, that. Alright, bring you back in a second. Yeah, so I'll probably catch a lot this sort of size. This is like a mid-40s to 50 centimeters. It's still a nice fish. It's really nice to be catching this sort of size fish at this beach. Especially in these conditions, because as I said, I'm soaked. Thank you, Mr. Bass. Soaked, but it's worth it. Really is. Right, let's get back out there and get another one. Well, there's fish number 8 for me. I didn't film the fight because it didn't feel like a real big one, and that's all I just do now. Fish like these. Thank you, Mr. Bass. Yeah, number 8. Good little area, this. Loads and loads of sand eel in the water as well, which I'm noticing. So quite a lot of these bass are hitting me close in. All the sand eel are just in this surf line, and the bass are coming and nailing them. Hopefully my double figure one's swimming out there. There's fish number 9. Just coming up to low water. And yeah, bites have slowed down a lot. Thank you, Mr. Bass. Hopefully number 10 is a 50, but I might have to wait for the turn of the tide. As you can see, these conditions are getting worse and worse, and it's getting quite shallow in front of me, but the fish are still feeding. They've just slowed down a lot. So hopefully the next one I get will be my cue to go home. Yeah, there's a load of weed and rock out there, so I've got to keep my rod dead high and reel quite quickly. But that wind is absolutely horrendous. It's melting my eyeballs. Very, very windy. Oh yeah. Right, let's keep going. Well, the tide's coming back in now. Unfortunately, the wind's coming with it, and some quite big waves as well. So yeah, the conditions have got the shite really. Just about to start fishing again. I've just had a little break. Just planning my route back to shore, which is down there. If I'm level with that house, then I know it's nice and shallow for me getting back, because this tide's going to come in very, very fast. So yeah, I'm probably going to fish it for an hour of the flood. Well, as you can see, it's dark and I'm walking back to the car. I didn't get another fish. Tide started flooding in, but the waves just got too big for me. So I think what I'm going to do is come back tomorrow. Just how deep this gully is. This didn't drain out at all the whole tide. Quite deep. But yeah, I'm going to come back tomorrow, try and get him a fish for the table. But yeah, these lures work very well. Very well. So yeah, be back tomorrow.